Well, let's take a look at some more health news now. And if you've ever received a surprise medical bill, you know how frustrating it can be. And if it's a big one, sometimes there's a fear that it can cause injury to your credit score.
Yeah, a lot of times that happens. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins here now to explain how your credit score may soon be healed from medical debt. Monica, good afternoon. I bet a lot of folks in our audience, we have their attention because a lot of folks are dealing with big medical bills that they may never be able to pay off.
Especially after COVID and the pandemic.
Right.
I have good news for you. So if you have medical debt on your credit report that you've already paid, some great news. Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion are going to wipe your slate clean, which should give you a boost on your credit score. Now, the changes start July 1st. That means paid medical debt, that was in collections will no longer be included on consumer credit reports. So if you have unpaid medical debt, you now have 1 year before it shows up on your credit report, which gives you time to deal with the doctors and the insurance companies. Then next year, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion will no longer include medical debt in collections if it's under $500 on your credit report. Now, it's estimated this move will clear about 70% of medical debt from U.S. credit reports. So this is huge for consumers.
Well, and moving forward, it just gives them that much more leverage for borrowing power and various things. So that definitely plays into the economic outlook of the whole system, too.
Absolutely.
Now, what about seniors? Obviously, I think this would be, of a special advantage for seniors.
Yeah, a lot of people would think that that's probably who has the most debt. But in a recent healthcare.com survey, all ages said medical debt harmed their credit score. But get this, millennials were the highest at 52%. Now, a couple of things you got to do regardless. If you have health insurance, you got to review the explanation of benefits provided to you. Notify your provider when you receive your bill and let them know, hey, there might be some mistakes on this, because it's estimated up to 80% of medical bills contain errors.
Wow.
Usually with insurance coding. And when you take action ahead of time, you are essentially stopping the clock on when the provider turns that bill over to collections. So it buys you time to pay up, negotiate, and if there are mistakes, you're going to pay less.
80%? That's unacceptable, Monica.
Yeah, I think part of the problem is that our healthcare billing system is so convoluted. I mean, everybody knows that. But, you may have networks and hospitals and doctors and providers. You may be getting billed for the same thing numerous times. And so that's why it's really important to look over those bills.
Got to keep track of every single one. You know about that, don't you, girl?
I know a thing or two about that.
Little something on Monica's to-do list all the time.
Yep.
Thank you so much, girl.